Now, Siphamandla, very good afternoon to you. How are things looking there? What sort of damage are we finding on the ground, Mfoka?
It's very sad, brother, and I can tell you that we are bringing you these live visuals right now. It's part of the rescue operation that is going on here in Ladysmith. What you are seeing now is a body that is being removed. Now, this was not part of the floods. Let me just tell you and our viewers that now the Alim Dad Foundation here has helped a certain Mpenze family from Ezakeni by removing a body of a family member which was stuck in a mortuary. Because of the floods, all mortuary vans couldn't get in and out of the premises. So now they have to use boats to remove bodies from there. This Mpenze family was meant to bury its loved one yesterday, but because of the floods, they couldn't be able to continue with the funeral service. Now they have asked for help to have the body removed through or via these boats, and it will be taken to a mortuary van which is standing about a kilometer from where we are currently. So it's really sad. It talks about how people have been affected. You talk about the impact of these floods, and I can tell you that many families are struggling to access business areas here. As I'm telling you that mortuary there, many people are still inside there. Even people who work there, they were unable to leave. So now they can only remove the body through these boats here. And I can tell you that the family members are very distraught because they are saying they were devastated. They were anticipating, they had planned to bury their loved one yesterday. That did not happen because of the floods. Even the water, as we speak, it's still very much high. The levels are still very much high. Unfortunately, because a family member now is busy performing a certain cultural practice, he will not be able to speak to us, but we'll speak to the Alim Dad Foundation here, Karim. Let's talk about this operation here. How were you asked to help the family, but how bad is the situation here in Ladysmith as you are assisting in removing this body?
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to the viewers of eNCA TV. The Alim Dad Foundation teams rescue and teams have been requested by the Benzaim family, pleading to us to please assist them to bring out their loved one who was in a mortuary which was waterlogged here in Lyle Street, which is exactly where the hub of all the water flooding has taken place. The Alim Dad Foundation search and rescue teams, as we are sitting in this rubber dinghy and in the boat, the family pleaded to us, please, we were supposed to bury our loved one at 11 o'clock, but they could not get access to a rubber dinghy or a boat. And this is humanitarian assistance in action. This is what humanity is all about, and doing relief work. It's not only to assist in the situation of assisting people to be rescued, but here is a different situation. It's an ordinary burial, a person who passed on in a normal situation. So the Alim Dad Foundation teams are here assisting to bring the body towards the hearse.
But also your help and others will be needed somewhere else, because many people here have been left, destitute. They've been affected badly and severely by this, and you were with the Kokta MEC Sipho. Moving forward, what needs to happen to ensure that together with Utugela District Municipality and Kokta, you assist people with blankets and other essentials that they need? As I'm going to ask my colleague Joe Komane to stay with the visuals of the body that will now be taken to the mortuary van as we continue with this conversation of ours here. So moving forward, how are you assisting others that need essential services or basics such as blankets and other things?
Well, going forward, the Alim Dad Foundation had briefed the MEC Shlomuga this morning, and we are waiting for the water levels to subside and be much more of a comfortable situation where we can help. So the Alim Dad Foundation teams have also been informed this morning that it is not only in the CBD of Ladysmith, it is in the rural areas, and there are many, many other homes that have been affected. The way forward here is now that we will have to bring in relief items after assessment is being done, when the water levels, hopefully by tomorrow or latest Friday, that will subside, and then we can then go in and assist with relief items as per assessment that is needed.
Okay, well, thank you very much for time. We'll touch base with you later on as we try to get a sense of the situation here on the ground. I can tell you that Kokta MEC Siphamandla Goge has told us that he's been in contact with Education MEC in KwaZulu-Natal, KwaZimshengu, and there are a number of schools in KwaZulu-Natal that have been affected by these severe floods, and also in this Uthugela district, which includes areas such as Ladysmith and Bergville. There are also about 39 schools that have been affected, and tomorrow being the day that schools are meant to reopen in KwaZulu-Natal, I can tell you that many people will be concerned about what will happen. But let's take a listen to what Kokta MEC Siphamandla Goge had to say about the impact when it comes to schools in this Uthugela district.
Today I called the MEC for Education, MEC Mshengu, and understand what's going to happen, and he assured me that he have already engaged the district office, the district director, that those schools that have been affected, they are not going to go to school until the proper assessment. He even indicated that there are 39 schools that have been affected across the district. I think we will wait for the MEC to decide because it's a line function department.
Now, Siphamandla, ordinarily, I mean, after heavy rains, you'd expect the drainage system to cope and take away most of the water. But for the visuals you are showing us now, it's very clear that the water is stuck. And therefore, the drainage system, I understand, has been flagged as one of the factors contributing to these floods we're seeing there in Ladysmith. What have the officials had to say about this?
Well, yes, indeed. The officials are saying they are not experts and engineering experts. They are, in a way, downplaying this, if I can put it like that. The issue of the drainage system in Ladysmith and surroundings has been an issue for a very long time. You know, you always get a sense that every time there are floods in Ladysmith, there will be this challenge. But these floods, you know, people around the area say these floods are severe. This time around the situation is very bad. So that's why you see that water is not moving. You know, it's moving at a very slow pace. It's decreasing very slowly. Now, authorities are downplaying the issue and the challenge of the drainage system in the area. They are saying they are waiting for the report from the city engineers and technical experts who will advise what is the cause, you know, as to these floods not subsiding here or water not subsiding. But generally speaking, you know, local community members are concerned about that. Even some municipal authorities from Uthugela district municipality have raised the issue. Even within the provincial government, there are those who are saying, well, Ladysmith is having a challenge of the drainage system. But let's take a listen to how Kokta MEC Siphamandla Goge responded to that question when we posed it to him.
Well, I'm not an engineer. I can't come to that determination. I think we do have engineers here who can give more information. I'm just a layman on this world. When I look like this, I can conclude that maybe it's a drainage system, and we find that it's not true. But we need to work together, because you know what causes the drainage to block is our people. When you throw something that will block the drainage, that's why we must work together. The people, they must work with the municipality to ensure that we clean our town. The government can't do everything. That's why we need to work together to ensure that.
I guess he's got a point there in terms of littering. That's a Siphamandla Goge there, Siphamandla. But still, there's an issue of maintaining the drainage system, and that is, of course, the job of the local municipality. But what's the plan now? I mean, the water is still stuck there, as we can see.
Well, the plan is that now is to continue with this humanitarian relief and assistance to those who've been affected, and also the priority is to ensure that schools reopen tomorrow, but those that have been affected, they will not reopen. And we've visited one of the schools here. You know, I can tell you that teachers are worried that they will not be able to resume with their academic duties tomorrow. As you can see, Jokomane will show you the level of water that is still here. There is only one street that is functioning in Ladysmith, and that is the main street, the Machisin. Other streets and other roads have been blocked because water still very much high. The levels are still very much high. So I guess here the plan now is to ensure that those who need help, they are assisted, as well as those who need to resume with their academic duties and responsibilities, including teachers and pupils tomorrow, assisted. But it seems as if it will take at least a week to have things returning to a normal situation here. It will not happen overnight, and I can pretty much tell you that business owners and residents are worried about the impact of this. It will cost millions, and you know, I can tell you that COGTA MEC Siphamandla has said that they will be writing to the provincial executive of KwaZulu-Natal, which will then write to the national government to try and see if this area of Ladysmith cannot be declared a disaster area for now.
Yeah, and then I mean also there will be health hazards, Siphamandla. When water is standing still like that for a long time, there are all kinds of challenges that may happen. Hopefully the health authorities there locally as well will do their best. Thank you for that latest update. Siphamandla Goge, of course, talking to us there from Ladysmith.